We talk about being at our best when our best required, and that was not it. That's on coaching, first of all, and then second, we got to execute, and we did not execute in critical moments. We say that's not who we are, but it's who we are until we demonstrate otherwise.
Jeff, are you at a loss right now? Just kind of what's going on with this team?
I'm pissed. They're pissed. I'm hurt. They're hurt. We are not executing in critical moments, especially down the stretch right there. We had opportunities to win this game, should have won this game, and we didn't. So give credit to the Patriots. They took advantage of a team that didn't execute as well as they can.
Jeff, you talked about how you felt like this was the best week of practice you've had in a long time. Do you feel like that translated to the field today?
There were spots where it might have, but it just overall it wasn't good enough. So we all got to take a hard look at ourselves, starting with me, and the process, practice, meetings, walk through all of it, and make sure everything is right, and make sure everything is being done at the highest level. Because right now, the product that we're putting out there on game day is not the product that's conducive to winning and building a culture that we're trying to establish here. So
there was a lot of talk, Jeff, about how Devontae speaking to you guys after the game last week had put that culture in the right direction. How much of a step back is it to lose in this fashion to a team like this and that kind of thing?
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts and it's hard. And you get the process right and you get the energy right. And when it still doesn't produce the results that you want, it's just not the feedback that you want to give your players, your team, your organization. So this was more than energy, because I thought the energy was fine. That was not the where we fell short. Where we fell short was in the execution, and especially in the critical moments of this game. So we've got to get that right. Until that gets right, nothing else really matters.
What happened on the delay on the 2-point conversion? What led to it?
We got to be better from an operations standpoint, just overall, and that's every single player, every single coach. That's Aaron. That's all of us.
And in the first quarter, you had to burn 3 timeouts. I mean,
Same as.
Just not knowing where to line up.
We just got to be better collectively. Every single human being out there has got to be better. Aaron's got to be better. Coach has got to be better. All of us got to be better.
Jeff, I don't mean this in a rude way, but it's not a young offense out there.
Right.
It's a lot of veteran players. So how do mistakes like that happen when you have such a veteran team, specifically on the offensive side of the ball?
They shouldn't happen, first of all. Whether you're veteran, rookie, doesn't matter. Inexperienced, experience, doesn't matter. The operation of our offense, it should not do that. Does it happen every once in a while, every couple games? Maybe. But to happen as often as it did tonight, it's not good enough, and it's got to get fixed.
Jeff, do you regret sticking with Greg Zuerlein?
No, I do not.
Is there anything you would do differently if you could rewind those last few seconds of the game?
I'll take a hard look at the tape, and there's probably some calls that I could have adjusted and maybe done some different things, for sure. And there always is, but it's my job to put them in the best position to be successful, and I obviously didn't do that.
Greg obviously missed a number of kicks. Are you committed to him long term, or is it something you're going to look at?
Yeah, we got to take a hard look at everything that we do. Everything. It's not just on Greg. It's on all of us. So, and we'll do that this week.
What was your message to the guys in there?
This is a moment of darkness, and we understand that the outside world is going to get really loud right now. But the only thing I know in life is that when it gets dark and it gets hard, that you work and you point the finger at yourself and you look inward and you figure out, what can I do better in an individual standpoint. If we do that collectively, which I believe we will, that's your only opportunity to dig yourself out of this. That's your only opportunity to improve and fix some of these wrongs. That's where we're fortunate that the character of this locker room, I think, they're going to demonstrate who they are.
A couple more. You haven't had a lot of guys that have been through coming out of darkness. The guys have been through some tough seasons. How challenging is it for them to do it when they don't know what it looks like?
Yeah, there's a part of some blind faith when it comes to that, and understanding that all I can do is work, and you stack enough work up in a productive way that it results in the results that we want, and at the same time we're going to have to lean on some of these veterans that we have in this locker room, some guys that have been through it, some guys that have rebounded. it's going to take every single human being in there, coaches, players, support staff, everybody, to get this thing turned around.
Jeff, what did you think of the way Hassan played, and what happened to CJ?
Honestly, it's really hard for me to see exactly what Hassan was doing. I'll take a look at the tape and I'll let you guys know. But he was dialed in. He was focused. I felt his energy. I felt all that. So it'll be interesting to see the tape. And CJ in pregame, he had a neck, so he was unable to play, unfortunately.
Jeff, do you
Last
feel
one.
like maybe, I know you want to keep doing it, but do you feel like maybe trying to be the head coach, also call the defense, that your responsibilities are just being stretched too thin at this moment?
Like I said, I'll take a hard look at everything. And if that's one of the things that can help us, then it'll definitely be on the table.